We're here back in the fantasy bar. Tuesday on tap. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go for the big Tuesday night slate in MLB on FanDuel and DraftKings, including some bats looking very cheap, under 5,000 on DraftKings and under 3,000 on FanDuel. We got another value starting pitcher for you that is vastly underpriced and a beast of the night that's on a crazy hot streak right now. Who we talking about? Belly up to the fantasy bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Good to be back here once again in the bar, talking baseball. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out here in the fantasy bar. Before we get to the plays, let's get to the housekeeping. First thing, most important, that thumbs up button. That's the tip jar here on this free video. Thank you very much for that. You guys have been doing a great job. Let's see if we can push that number even higher today. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and check out scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, yesterday, very productive for us. Let's keep it rolling here once again today. Again, the Atlanta Braves in Colorado put up 14 runs in their sleep yesterday. We're not going to give you an Atlanta plays. They're all in play once again. Going to try to find you some options outside of Coors Field. Reminder, our leadoff play, the first play of every video, can be found in our RotoGrinders shorts. Quick 45-second video with a recap of the previous day, along with that intro play. So check that out on our YouTube page and over on Twitter. All right, let's get into the plays here. Again, options outside of Coors or to use alongside of your Atlanta Braves stacks. Let's start in the outfield with Adam Duvall of Boston. Duvall, nice little renaissance here, really getting it going for this Boston squad. Home runs now, 3 straight games for him. We're talking 7 multi-hit games over the last 10, so really swinging a good bat and leading this team in both WOBA and ISO against righties this season. At WOBA at almost 400, ISO way up at 324, so a ton of power in this bat. Last time we saw JP France was getting absolutely lit up and has really struggled over the last month. At WOBA approaching 500 against righties here over the last 30 days. Ton of hard contact as well at 57%. Love this spot for Adam Duvall. All right, let's go to second base outfield next with Davis Schneider of Toronto. So this youngster coming in, really making an impact here for this Toronto lineup, giving him some pop. 5 home runs and hitting well over 400 over his first 12 games. So obviously everything here, very limited sample, going to come back down to earth a little bit here, but I do like the spot against the lefty. Again, limited sample here, but 686 WOBA and 722 ISO, even in a limited sample. Big time numbers here for Schneider against left-handed pitching. Now, Mackenzie Gore can certainly be solid. We don't pick on him a ton, but does give up a lot of hard contact, over 50%. And over the last month, that ISO against righties way up at 281. So Toronto, another team in a sneaky good spot here. Schneider, great value for your lineup, especially the ability to plug him in at second base. All right, let's go to starting pitcher next. Another value play here at this position. We're going Cole Reagan of Kansas City. Now, you talk about underpriced. This guy is easily the most underpriced guy I've seen probably all season long here. Just 6,000 on DraftKings, 6,600 on FanDuel. So not going to slide this one by anybody, but very similar to what we talked about with Oviedo yesterday. Don't need a low-owned pitcher. If I can find some ways to get different, and we can certainly do that here tonight with the Braves in Colorado. But Reagan has been a strikeout machine, at least 8 strikeouts in 4 of the last 5 starts. 2 of those starts, 11 strikeouts. So huge strikeout upside here. Pirates middle of the pack in strikeouts against lefties, but they will send 6 projected starters sitting at a 21% or higher strikeout rate. Some of those guys into the 30s and even into the 40s against lefties. And as a team, we know just very punchless. Bottom 10 in WOBA, ISO, WRC+. I think Reagan's continues this tear here. Great matchup tonight, and these prices way too cheap. Get him in those lineups here on Tuesday night. All right, back to the bats and back to the outfield. Going back to the well on Felix Hernandez of Seattle. We talked about it yesterday. He's been on a tear with multi-hit games. Did it again yesterday. 2 hits, 2 RBIs in that game. We also talked about his ability to hit fastballs. Should see another big dose of fastballs here tonight against Waldichuk. That is the primary pitch for him. 54% of the time. We're talking ISO and WOBA. Over 500 against that pitch for Teoscar Hernandez. So another great spot for him here tonight. Waldichuk, a guy we picked on plenty this season, 381 wOBA allowed, and 51% hard contact. So I love going back to Seattle here, specifically Felix Hernandez in another good matchup here against Mr. Waldichuk. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Click that thumbs up button and head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my highest scoring hitter. The closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And what a time to check that out. A lot of sports going on right now. NFL right around the corner. So get your guess in for that shot at some free RG Premium. And I want to know, you got to narrow it down to one play on the entire board. You're 10 in the bar. Who is your absolute top play? Who is your Beast of the Night? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play. You know, Mass, the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to stay right there in Seattle. We're going to stay right there in the outfield with the absolutely red hot, out of this world bat right now. We're talking Julio Rodriguez, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, at some point, this streak has to end, but it's been a fun ride here for Julio Rodriguez. Going to jump on board here once again. Home runs now in 3 straight games, and an absolutely insane 14 or more DraftKings points in 10 of the last 12 games, and a lot of those games, 20s, 30s. This guy has put 32 hits on the board over the last 12 games, a streak like I have never seen probably in my entire life here. 5 home runs, 20 RBIs over those 12 games as well. So absolutely locked in right now. Great matchup here with Waldichuk. We mentioned some of his struggles with righties, has also struggled big time on the road this season. ERA approaching 7.5 and giving up a batting average of 301 on the road. I think Rodriguez, Teoscar, stay hot here. Seattle, very stackable. Julio Rodriguez, easily my favorite play on the board, and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Tuesday night here in the Fantasy Bar. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points on FanDuel for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium for my top scoring hitter. I want to know who your top play is. Let's talk baseball in that YouTube comment section. Thumbs up button if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for hanging out here and checking out today's video. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll be back once again on Friday. Take a couple days off. We'll clean up the Fantasy Bar. Go win some money tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on Friday.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist